Maria, a free-spirited young woman training to become a nun at Nonberg Abbey. However, her lively and carefree nature often gets her into trouble with the strict nuns. Recognizing that the convent might not be the best place for Maria, the mother abbess decides to send her away to serve as a governess for the 7 children of Captain Georg von Trapp, a retired naval officer and widower.
So, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to re-upload movies on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and even YouTube without getting copyright strike or getting your channel or your page deleted. And not just that, you're going to be making a whole lot of money just like this, guys. You can see that this channel makes over $53,000 every single month. You come over to this channel has 2.4 million subscribers, and you can see the channel gains an average of 10,000 subscribers every single day, and this channel makes 64,000 plus every single month. And if we come over to the next channel that I want to show you, you can see that this channel, just a small channel, not as big as the ones that I showed you. You can see it here that they have 352,000 subscribers, and you can see that they are making $14,000 every single month just by re-uploading movies on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and even Facebook. Now, I know you might be saying to yourself that these are just big channels that you don't stand a chance, but let me shock you. Let me show you just a very small channel. And you can see they have just 18.4K subscribers and they make $1,400 every single month. Just a new channel, all they do is just re-upload movies and they make money from the comfort of their home. One question you might have in your mind right now is if the channels are monetized. Now, I'm going to prove that to you, and all we have to do is to just copy a channel link like this, and we're going to come over to this website and paste in the channel link, and we're going to put in the capture like so, and send it to know if the channel is monetized, if this niche is something to go into, if they even get monetized, because all they do is re-upload other people's movies. And there's a secret to this, and that is exactly what I want to share with you in this video. And here you have it. You can see that the channel is monetized and there is no error on the channel. That means all the money goes to the channel. And I'm not just going to be teaching you how to create the content, I'm also going to be sharing with you a secret hack on how you can upload all these movies without having to watch any of them. Because you're going to be uploading hundreds of movies and there's no way in this world you have to watch all of them before you start re-uploading the explainer videos. So if this is something that you're interested in, please come closer and let's dive in. Now, to get started, all you have to do is to come over to your browser and simply type in IMDb top rated action movies, and you're going to send it, and all you have to do is to scroll down and click on the top 100 best action movies of all time. And once it opens, you can see the ratings right here. Now, the ratings simply translates to how much people love the movie. If you're picking the movies they're going to be working with, make sure you don't select any movie that the rating is below 5. Always choose in between 5 and 10 and you have a good movie. Now, the next way you can search for amazing movies that you can re-upload on your channel or your Facebook page or your TikTok or your Instagram, all you have to do is to come over here and click on advanced search. And here you're going to see title name. You're going to leave this one, title type. So you're going to click on title type and we're going to go ahead and select movies. And then for release dates, I usually love working with movies from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. But my favorite spot is between 2000 and 2005. This is because I don't want to show recent movies, because when you show recent movies, there are chances you're going to get copyright strike because it's still recent, it's still fresh. That is one. And then the second reason I don't re-upload new movies is because they are still new, and they are still new in people's mind, because most people would have watched the movie. So when they see a clip of the movie, they're not going to pay much attention as against a movie that they watched in 2000 or 2002. And when they see that movie, they're going to be stuck in between. Oh, I think I've seen something like this before. I've seen a movie like this before. I can't remember the name. And by doing that, they're going to be drawn into the video because number one, the movie is interesting, and number two, they can't really remember when or where or how they watched the movie. But somehow they know that they have watched the movie, and that is how you're going to get high watch time and get people to subscribe to your channel or your Facebook page or your TikTok or your Instagram, right? So that is what I'm going to be selecting here. So we're going to click on date and we're going to come over here and we're going to go ahead and get to 2000, okay? We're going to get to 2000 like so, and we're going to select 2000 January 1st, okay? And we're going to come to this section, which is 2. So between this and this. So we're going to go up as well. All right, we're going to select 2005 like so, and we're going to select December 2005, 31st December 2005, right? So now that we have this, the next thing we're going to do is to come over to IMDb ratings. So here you're going to select 5, and here you're going to select 10, right? And number of votes, you're going to ignore it. Then genre, make sure you select genre depending on what you want to do. But from my experience, action, comedy, horror works like magic. Sometimes romance can work, but I don't just want to get in between things. So I'm just going to stick with action, comedy, and horror, right? But you can go ahead and choose whatever genre that you want. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 5, it could be all of them, but just stick with what works for you, right? So now that I have this selected, you're going to ignore every other thing. Every other thing, you're going to ignore it. Click on see results, and boom, you have all the movies with high ratings. So all we have to do is to start copying the names of those movies and you're good to go. The third way you can also search here is if you have any movie in mind, all you have to do is to come over to this search because you have a movie in mind, right, that you want to work on, or you think that is going to attract attention. So you're just going to go ahead and type in something. So let me go ahead and type in Sound of Music. Yeah, I know most of you must have watched that movie. I love the movie a lot. So here you can see the movie. We're going to click on it, The Sound of Music. And here you can see that it has 8.1 rating. This is so incredible, right? So the next thing we're going to do, now that we have the movie that we want to work on, we have it selected, we have it all written down on our document. The next thing we're going to do is to come over to ChatGPT. So once it opens, the next thing you're going to do is to put in your prompt, which is very simple. Generate a recap script for this movie, The Sound of Music, but don't add the climax or any scene that will trigger copyright. This is very important. Very, very important if you don't want to get copyright strike. I'm going to share more with you, right? The script should be 15 minutes long. Now you can use any duration that you want, but you know how ChatGPT behaves sometimes. If you tell it 15 minutes, it's going to generate 5 minutes. So if you want to have a 5-minute video, you might want to tell it 15 minutes. So this one, I'm optimizing it for Facebook, right? Just a very short clip. But if you're optimizing it for YouTube, you can then tell it to generate a script that is 1 hour long. And that way it can give you somewhere around 15 minutes to 20 minutes, right? And then the next instruction in this prompt is use this format in this Instagram video, then you paste the link. Now, this is an Instagram page that uploads a similar content that we want to create. So all you want to do is to model that same Instagram page by copying the link of one of the videos and pasting it here. Let me go ahead and play it for you so that you can have an idea of what I'm talking about.
Imagine hearing someone knock on your door in the middle of the night. But when you look through the people to see who it is, you see yourself.
Now, you're not restricted to just using an Instagram video as a reference. You can also use a YouTube video, and to do that, all you have to do is to come over to your browser and visit youtube.com. If you're using your mobile phone, just go ahead and pop up your mobile phone and you're going to go ahead and search for movie recap. And once it opens, the next thing you want to do is to come over to filters, and then you're going to come over here under sort by and click on view count. And that's not even all. The next thing you're going to do is to click on filters again, and you're going to select this month, okay? So all we have to do is to just scroll down and you're going to see this one. So this one got 3.3 million views, and the channel only got 156,000 subscribers only, but they were able to get 3.3 million views. That means that this video is banging, and you can see that it's 24 minutes plus. So all we have to do is to play it to be sure that this is the style that we want. And if that's what we want, the next thing we're going to do is to go ahead and copy the link, and we're going to come over to ChatGPT, and we're going to replace this link with the video link that we just copied, like so, right? Now that we have replaced it, the next thing we're going to do is change this Instagram video, okay? We're going to change this Instagram to YouTube. Use the format in this YouTube video. So you put the link, right? And the next thing you're going to do is to just go ahead and send it and let ChatGPT write you a script, a breakdown of the movie.
A few moments later.
And here you have it. You can see that it's done generating our script, and it's super authentic. You can see the introduction. Welcome to our recap. of The Sound of Music, blah, blah, blah. And here is the recap, and you can see the long recap and then the conclusion and everything. And then the next thing we're going to do is going to save us hours of work, hours of watching movies and finding, oh, where is this one in the movie? Oh, where is this one in the movie? Because not all movies that you're going to watch, right? So you're going to work both on the movies that you have watched before and movies that you have not watched before, right? So to cut down the time that you would have spent in watching the movie, all you have to do is to tell ChatGPT to give me the timestamps for these scenes in this movie mentioned in this recap, right? I don't know this, a lot of this, but now you get the point, right? So the next thing we're going to do is to go ahead and send it and let ChatGPT scan through the movie and give us timestamps, and we'll have to watch the movie ourselves. And here you have it. ChatGPT has generated the timestamps. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's amazing. Maria at the Abbey, scene where Maria is introduced and her free-spirited nature is shown. And that is between 2 minutes and 10 minutes. Now, how cool is this? This is so mind-blowing, right? So you don't have to do anything yourself. You don't have to start watching the movie from start to finish to be able to find your scenes. And after that, you're going to watch another movie. I mean, come on. That means you're going to spend half of your life watching movies. No. So now that we have this, the next thing we're going to do is to come over to our browser and visit docs.google.com so that we can save the script and the timestamp, right? So we're going to click on blank document, and you can save this on any of the devices you're using, whether you're using your mobile phone or you're using your laptop, your tablet, anyone you're going to be using works. You can just copy from ChatGPT and save it in your notes or your email draft or anywhere, right? So, but I like organizing things so that whenever I leave the office, wherever I am in this world, I'll be able to access all my documents. So I don't need to carry my laptops everywhere because a lot, right? So now that I have this, so all I have to do is to come over to ChatGPT, and we're going to just go ahead and copy this one, right? We're going to copy this one. Remember, you can see I didn't just come here and hit copy, right? Because if I hit copy, it's going to copy everything, both the question, and I don't want that. I just want to get straight to the business. So now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and right click and click on paste without formatting. And here we have the script ready. And then the next thing we're going to do is come back to ChatGPT, and this time around we're going to copy the timestamps, right? So we're going to highlight the timestamp like so and click on copy, come down like this, and we're going to go ahead and paste it like so. So now we have the timestamp and we have the script, and we're going to go over to the next stage, which is voiceover. And for this, I'm going to go ahead and wear my headphones so I can be able to hear the sound of what I'm editing and everything, right? So now that I have this, the next thing we're going to do is to open our browser, go over to 11 Labs like so. So once you're here, all you have to do is to go ahead and sign in, sign up if you haven't signed up, and you're good to go. It's going to land you here. And we're going to go ahead and select anyone that you want. Do you want text to speech, speech to speech, text to SF, voice cloning, voice isolator? But what we want is text to speech. So we're going to click on text to speech. So now that we have this, all we have to do is to come over to speech, and we're going to select text to speech. And then we're going to come to our script. And the next thing is to copy our introduction like this. And we're going to come back to 11 Labs and paste it like so. And we're going to go ahead and test out these voices here. So you're going to go ahead and test out the voices and see the one that will best work for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and select a random voice for the purpose of this tutorial like so. So now that I have this, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and click on generate speech. So now that we have it generated, the next thing we're going to do is to come over here and click on this download icon here, and you can see it's downloading to our device like so. So the next thing you're going to do is to come over to the main meat of the video and copy like so. Here, stop it here. Okay, stop it here. Don't add the conclusion yet. So we're going to copy this, and we're going to come here and replace this text like so. And then we're going to go ahead and click on generate speech. So now we have the recap generated, and the next thing we're going to do is to come over to the download icon here and click on download. And we're going to go ahead and rename this to recap so we can be able to differentiate the introduction, the recap, and the conclusion, right? and we're going to go ahead and click on save, and we'll do the same thing for the conclusion and move over to the next one, and that is sourcing for the video. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be showing you how to download the movies here on YouTube because it's against the guidelines, but I have it somewhere in the description. Click the Telegram channel. I'm going to be uploading how you can download the movies and use it for your project. So the next thing we're going to do here after downloading the movie is to edit everything together. And to do that, all we have to do is to open our CapCut. And now we have it open. The next thing we're going to do is to import our footages. And to do that, all we have to do is to click on import, and we're going to go ahead and select the movie, select the voiceover that we downloaded, and click on open. So we're going to bring in the movie like so. All right, we're going to bring in the movie, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the voiceover, and I'm going to go ahead and mute the video. So this should be the first thing you should do. Don't add the movie with the sound. So now that we have it muted, the next thing we're going to do is to play our audio and see how we can start merging our videos. Remember, we have our timestamp. So instead of even playing the audio, we're going to jump over to our timestamp, and that is come over here, and we're going to go over to our timestamp, and number one says from 2 minutes to 10 minutes. So we're just going to come back to CapCut, and we're going to brush through, and we're going to look for 2 minutes to 10 minutes. So we're going to select 2 minutes like so, and we're going to add a cut, okay? Control B, or just click this icon, cut, and we're going to go over to 10 minutes. So this is where it stopped. We're going to add another cut, but don't delete it yet, because if you delete it, the timestamp won't work again, okay? Make sure you don't delete this part yet, or this part, because if you delete it, the whole video will now move forward, and with that, the timestamp won't work again. So you have to fall back to watching the movie by yourself, and you don't want that. So we're going to come back to our browser, and we're going to check number 2, and number 2 is between 18 minutes to 26 minutes. So we're going to come here, and we're going to jump to 18 minutes. We're going to add a cut to 26 minutes, and we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to come back to number 3, and number 3 is 45 minutes to 52 minutes. We're going to come back to CapCut and jump to 45 minutes to 52 minutes. We're going to add another cut. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing for all this timestamp. I don't want to bore you with that, so I'm just going to do that and come back right to you.
A few moments later.
So now that we have it all cut, I've not removed anything yet. So the next thing you're going to do is to start removing the footages that you don't need first. To do that without any issue, without deleting the main footage that you're supposed to use, so all you have to do is to come over to your script and see where the video started, right? The videos didn't start from the beginning, it started from 2 minutes. So that means the beginning part is going to be deleted. That is, this one is going to be deleted. So what you now do is to start counting from here. So this is the one that is not going to be used. This is the one that is going to be used. So the next thing you're going to do is to deactivate this clip, or right click and click on deactivate. And then you should know that the next one is the one that you don't need in the video. So you're going to skip this one and come to this one and deactivate this one as well. And then you're going to do the same thing for all of them.
2 seconds later.
All right, so right now I have all the clips that I'm going to be using deactivated. So now I can see what I'm going to delete. So all I have to do is to hold on Command or Control and highlight all this ones like so. I'm going to just go ahead and highlight all of them. If you're using your mobile phone, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do, but you know, whichever device you're using is totally fine. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and click on delete, and voila, it's been deleted. So now all we have to do is to go ahead and highlight this video like so, highlight all the videos, and we're going to reactivate it. So we're going to click on activate clip. So now we have clips that are going to work for our audio. So all we now need to do is to apply the 3 seconds rule, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut 3 seconds, and we're going to jump to another scene and then cut out something from there and put it in between the 3 seconds and then cut back. So you're just going to be mixing it like that. You're not allowed to play the video from start to finish. You're going to cut it in between 3 seconds. Now, this is a standard rule on YouTube. This is legal to do. As long as you follow this guideline, you won't have any issues with YouTube, copyright, and all of that. So now all we have to do is to make sure that we cut this at the exact 3 seconds. So we're going to bring this like so, 3 seconds. So this is 3 seconds now. So we're going to go ahead and split the video. So now we've splitted the video. We're going to come over to this part. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and cut it here and delete this part. You can see the huge thing that we deleted. So we jumped from here and we jumped to this part. Okay, so here you're going to count another 3 seconds, right? So we're going to count to 6.
A few moments later.
And now you can see that it's already. So let's go ahead and play it back to see how it looks.
He runs his household with strict discipline, using a whistle to command his children. The children, Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Kurt, Brigitte, Marta, and Gretel, initially view Maria with suspicion and play pranks on her, but she quickly wins them over with her warmth and kindness.
Guess what? Because I want to prove to you that this works, this doesn't get copyright strike, this doesn't get your channel deleted, I had to pause the tutorial after I edited the video and I uploaded it on a new channel, right? And as you can see, there's no copyright strike and the channel is still on for a couple of days. So that means that you are 100% safe, no copyright, nothing of such on the channel. Now, how cool is this? Now, if you want to learn more on how to grow your YouTube channel super fast so that you can start making a lot of money from the comfort of your home, I've put together this playlist for you. All you have to do is to click right here, right now. Click here to watch the tutorials that I have for you in this playlist so you can learn everything that you need to know about how to start and run a faceless YouTube channel and start getting paid without getting demonetized or deleted. So go ahead and watch it and thank me later. See you on the other side. Ciao.